Doobybrain's actually been running for 10 years now. We celebrated 10 years back in April. When I say we, it's actually just me. Doobybrain kind of started out as my personal online journal. So a lot of the stuff that I post reflects my personal interests. I write about cycling, I write about urban exploration, I write about playing cards, I write about food, and all those things are meaningful in my life, and it's all stuff that I am genuinely interested in reading about. But I guess what it comes down to is really just posting what I think I would want to remember later on. It really doesn't matter if I think my readers will like to read it, because God knows, I post a lot of stuff that my readers probably aren't interested in, but it's the variety of stuff that I post that gets people coming back. Back in 2002, I would open up Dreamweaver on my computer, and with pretty much no knowledge of HTML, I just kind of did this WYSIWYG editing, and instead of IMing individual links to individual friends over AIM, which was the big thing back then, I would just IM my website's link to them. And yeah, I've been posting just about every day since 2006, and it's been fun. Yeah, I actually don't do any real marketing for the site, but the growth of the site is actually due a large part to my readers telling their friends, and their friends telling their friends, and now it's come down to the fact that people who I don't even know, who I'm not even really connected to, are reading my site. It's hard to say when, because I actually don't remember. It's always been a very gradual thing, and over time, as I posted more and as I posted consistently, readership just gradually grew. And it took 10 years to get to where it is now, and to some people that's a long time, but to me it was a very natural thing for the site. And now I get approximately 35,000 people coming in every day just to see what's up. I was working at a photo studio as a studio manager. Really good job, and as a part-time thing after my full-time job, I would run Doobybrain. And at one point, the site got so big that I was spending like a lot of my waking hours, even at work, updating the site. And when it came down to it, I found that I really enjoyed writing for Doobybrain more than my job, and so I took the steps to kind of start Doobybrain as a full-time thing. I think because I live here, I tend to post a lot about New York events, and as I move on to different cities and as I move on to LA, I think that'll gradually shift. But just like how I post about events out in LA or in Berlin or in Australia from New York, I'll if it's interesting enough, and if I think it's worth seeing, if I was in those cities, then I would probably post about it. I actually didn't come up with Doobybrain. My grandpa did. When I was younger, I used to hang out at my grandpa's store, and just being younger and kind of being foolish, I would do a stupid thing here and there, and he would actually call me stupid, but with a very heavy Chinese accent. So it actually sounded like Doobybrain, and that's how the site got its name. Hopefully I'll be able to make Doobybrain kind of a full-time thing. A little more than just kind of having them come to the site. I want to maybe get into producing original content, just being out there in the world more. Now that I have the time, I'm not sitting at a desk behind, working for someone else. I'm working for myself now. I kind of set my own schedule, and I kind of get to go to whatever things I want and check things out. The number one thing is to write something that you're genuinely interested about. I think if you write about something that you're interested in, your readers will see that, and they'll find the site more enjoyable to read. And it doesn't matter if they don't like it. If you write as if you really love what you're writing about, then that's really all that matters. It's important to write consistently. It doesn't necessarily have to be every single day like I do, but at least on some sort of schedule to let readers know that every Thursday there's going to be a new post, or every other day there's going to be a new post. Something to entice them to come back and read, and that'll help your site grow more. And the third thing, I guess, is just to have fun with it. Don't treat it like a job. Treat it like it's your passion.